I can't see why anyone would find it liberating.
I mean, I thought they were kind of quite an outdated thing.
It degrades them, and it degrades the men that are taking part as well.
It's not just all about study, study, study.
And I think it's nice if you feel that way, you can celebrate being beautiful.
Objectification is objectification.
I really don't think it's a big deal. I think it's good that we're here to sort of maybe make them think about that.
Is anything really just harmless fun? I think
we're gonna be outside making some noise.
I guess I oppose the event because it's not simply this event, but I think beauty contests on the whole are, I mean, I thought they were kind of quite an outdated thing nowadays, and there was a bit of a consensus between them being kind of sexistly old-fashioned almost, this idea of parading people around and examining them on their looks. But then the idea that kind of we'd be bringing that into education and that universities would want to be a part of that, and this is a great way to assess each other, it's just really odd, and I think is quite kind of backwards, sexist kind of attitudes. It really does have lots of connotations that I really kind of disagree with.
Well, it's for charity, so I think that's a great thing. I understand that, you know, beauty pageants can be objectifying women, but I think more importantly that they have a choice. And as far as I know, every girl in here made the choice to audition and got casted to be here. So, I mean, if that was their choice.
And then also they're saying that women are more than just being beautiful and need to take account of the brains, but these girls have been picked because, and obviously at university, obviously they've got more to them than just being a pretty face. And I think it's nice if you feel that way, you can celebrate being beautiful and having talent and being intelligent. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate if you don't want to do that, but I don't think it's any way to discourage or make someone feel bad about themselves.
I think first of all, I'm not here to oppose that women who take part or anyone who takes part in the pageant. What I'm here is voting against the society that where women feel to be liberated, that to be all powerful, the only way they can do it is to be size 0, big breasts and loads of makeup. And I think, you know what, it can be a nice doctor, you can have all your grades, and there's so much more to a woman than just her looks, and I think to focus on other ways that people should be liberated. I mean, look at the women's movement today. We're still fighting to defend people's abortion rights. We're still fighting a huge gender gap, and there's still a lot of sexism in society, and that's where women should be liberated, and that's what the main goals of the women's movement should be, not sitting there to look pretty, because to be fair, that's not going to tackle the big issues like the gender pay gap, abortion rights, etc.
And like, you know, if they didn't want to, then, you know, if they're being forced to do it, then obviously that'd be a bit of a problem. But like, otherwise, you know, I don't really see what's wrong with it.
I think they're being chosen for their beauty because it's a beauty contest, but they know that and they're okay with it.
It's not against women's rights. They're wearing full dresses, not in bikinis, and I really don't think it's a big deal. It's not that big a deal to make it out to be, honestly.
And they're not all stupid. They're not all just stupid, dumb bimbo girls.
I find myself opposed to the event because I think it's just another representation of our sexist culture in general that says that women are to be objects and looked at and judged.
I think it's wrong. It commodifies women's bodies, you know, makes it seem like we can be bought and sold as sex objects, and that, you know, I'm not saying that causes prostitution or anything, but it's a slippery slope.
I think because it just perpetuates this idea of like women as objects. I mean, just like parading them around on stage, it's not harmless fun because it just feeds into, you know, everything else that, you know, if you're walking down the street and someone shouts at you, like shouts sexual abuse at you, it's the same thing, you know, they're just being paraded around and people are like ogling them and sort of rating them. It's kind of, if women are only looked as objects, then, you know, we've got like no hope at all. It's not harmless fun.
I think it shouldn't be about the way you look, it should be about what's within.